Stella and Sai make me a bit jealous. I'm back. Looks like you've calmed down a bit. Still feel like kicking myself, making no mistakes. Or make no mistakes. But I guess I've cooled down a bit. Sai helped a lot with that one thought. I just can't stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, where is she? I believe she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the one thing hindering me is the broken arm. I've gone into burning building with a 2 cm deep cut. Yeah, I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. Welcome. Hello, Jill. What's that about protecting who? Yeah, I kinda sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard. But I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection. So, most of the time I only ask Say for if she feels like going out. She's trying to deal with the kind of thing that bodyguards deal with anyway. And she's more fun to hang around with too. So I'm assuming that the gorilla outside is a bodyguard? That's Buster. Pretty cool guy. He plays football professionally until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We offered him an implant surgery for all these years of service, but he rejects it every time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's as thick as oak branch on a metal bowl tied to his stump. And yet he can still run faster than me with it. True. Do you want anything, Stella? I'm fine right now. A brandy teeny. A big one. I'm in a good mood. One big brandy teeny coming up. And the final 1 and 2. And we got that all aged. 1 big brandy teeny. Here you go. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest and most expensive things come in small packages. Ever tried to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of fine food? Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Say, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some, you know. You might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Well, can I ask you two something? Sure. I guess. How did you two meet? Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times, she started showing up more, and that was that. My father told me that when I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids' park. He drove me for some time, and the park I liked was the one C happened to be at. Have you ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that scene I can't forget. So you two have known each other most of your lives? I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the questions? No reason. You two just seem so comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you were an item. An item? What kind of item? A couple say. Oh, I get it now. It's funny because we actually earned a mock prize of sort for best couple at Stella's high school. 30 years in a row. So you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh. Don't you have any childhood friends, Jill? Childhood friends. Can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of man was he? Gruff, the kind that ate raw parson root every morning. Blech. But around him, around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders at my dad, only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting, though. He was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. But yeah, he's the one who comes to mind when I think of childhood friends. Oh. Hey, Jill, what's this Bloom Light? A spicy drink. Tastes nice at first time, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one too. On it, 2 Bloom Lights. Just again, another drink I don't think we've made. It's rocked and mixed. Did I mess up there? 1, 4. Something happened there. 4 of those. 1 of those. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All aged. Oh, it had aged and on the rocks. That's why. There you go. I don't know, I kinda like it. Yeah, but after the third one it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Who's here? Dimming the lights. Huh. I guess she had too much to drink before I came. Well, that's... And, she must have still be tired. From the whole bank thing? She told me about everything yesterday that happened in there. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful for her nanomachine treatment she went through as a white knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every white knight, regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days, the bank has hell, and poor Cy was still paying for it. Disbanding of the White Knights and subsequent persecution of those who are identified as former members. It's unfair, you know. Among all the people using the White Knights to further their own goals, C was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. It paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she's always assisted with accidents and emergencies. Treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. She's in the God's favor, I think. But, you know, all of that made me realize I might be a bad person. How so? When I saw Sai wondering, asking for help, part of me was happy. After all this time needing her, she finally needed me. I felt truly useful to her for the first time. How sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea of coming back to you that helped her. And I guess you wouldn't be human without thoughts, like those ones in the once in a while. Maybe. Oh, can I get anything else? I'm good now. I shall be leaving, actually. Come say, let's get hamburgers and go home. Yeah. Well, be leaving now. Thank you, please come again. Are you feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. But I still feel like a piece of shit. Little steps, I guess. Hello? Ah, Kim, welcome. Oh yeah, I don't think I gave you any voice either. I was afraid I'd mix up the directions and end up at someone's house or something. Well, what can I get you? I'll have a sunshine cloud, please. Sure. Do one, and it's on the rocks. And blended. Here you go. Thanks. So, how's working at the web paper? Oh, I quit. What? Yep, I went to the office of that chauvinist horseblower and told him I quit. Why'd you do that? I arrived early to my meeting and got some assignments. I spent hours doing it only for the other bitches to come in and ruin it. After that, I didn't have any time left, so my supervisor scolded me. So I snapped and quit on a whim. Oh. Don't you have second thoughts? Any regrets? Or anything? I guess you'll always have second thoughts, even if you do what you want. You'll still think, what if? Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dreaded the arrival of every morning. I even almost... What was I saying? I'm saying is, I don't know what I'll do, but it's certainly better than being there. I feel free. Free. It's a wonderful feeling, you know? I feel like now I can find something I care about. I won't return to the augmented eye, but I could still pursue journalism with another outlet. I haven't felt like this in, well, never. What about your family? They weren't happy, but that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mom freaked out, and to put it mildly. What are you going to do and all that? But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know, bubbly or something. We got, bubbly. Yeah, we do have bubbly. Nah, let's not go frothy water. We don't want to go bland. Let's do another cobalt. And rocks and mixed. Here you go. I didn't particularly care about the drink this time around, but no, never mind. Wait, did we have to do it big? I might have missed that. I gotta ask though, how did you end up working there? No deep reason. That's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. But I couldn't get into the robotic course, so I settled for journalism. To be honest, I got tired of the job midway through it, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Too much pressure from my family. It's a real common tale, I guess. Did you have trouble like those? Same story as you. I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then at some point I just felt like my life slipped through my fingers. Suddenly all I wanted was freedom and a little pause to stop and take a breather. And my life went to hell for that fucking breather. Yeah, give me or something. Something? Sorry, I just have a dry mouth. Anything will do. Alright. She's asking for something, literally. Frothy water. One. Aged and mixed. Oops, that's... Yeah, okay, no, that's frothy water, yeah. Thought that was a beer for a second. Here you go. Thanks. I feel like I asked something I shouldn't have. Don't fret about it. I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you going to do now? Honestly, I don't know. I do feel liberated, however. Like, I can do whatever I want, study whatever I like, or work wherever I want. I know it's not that way and it won't be easy, but I feel a lot more confident than when I was out of high school. Honestly, I don't get why they put young people who barely know how society works through that once. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Mental health should be your priority and all that. Thanks, I really needed that encouragement. Come back if you need any more encouragement. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to that sort of thing. Thanks, bye Jill. Please come again. Should have taken some of that advice for yourself. I know. Let's call it a day for now. You need some rest. Yeah. Dorothy, honey! Dorothy, sorry, we're just closing. I know, I came for you. For me? Why are you hugging me? I paid her to do that. All night long. Come again? To put it simply, Dorothy will go to your home with you and she won't leave you your side. What do you hope to accomplish with that? Well, at first it was to calm that rage you had earlier. It was either a hug or a cold bucket, and I don't promise that'll be any water in it. Calm down a bit, but honestly I know better than to leave you alone for another night. At the very least, all the cuddling will give you an emphasis or something. That's some alien reasoning right there. It's not. You need hugs, Manny. Or you need hugs. Many. You need some humanoid contact right now. You had your alone time. Now we're playing by my rules. Please take care of me. Yeah, I messed up that one drink. I was going good and I messed up that one drink because I think it was supposed to be a big bubbly drink.